speaking of social media, on to the next. Finally, we are here. Set it up, Lauren.
So listen, guys.
Back to you.
If you haven't heard, the I guess the libel case trial between Cardi B and Tasha K commenced over like this week. And it was revealed that Cardi B had thoughts of suicide, because of the things that Tasha K revealed and said about her. And so we knew that this trial was going to happen. Obviously, when the whole thing went down, it was a big thing. People were making, reaction videos to it, and like, this is what she gets, et cetera, et cetera. But it goes back to like, this is what Tasha K does. Like, she's a gossiper. She has a gossip blog, and the thought that came to mind is like, have we as a society become more fragile? Because you think back to Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams is doing this almost the same thing as Tasha K.
The only difference is the pushback for me, from what I understand, is that Tasha in this situation made things up. So it's one thing to gossip, but she didn't say allegedly. She didn't say I heard. It's like, oh, she has da 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 or whatever. And so that's part of the problem with Miss Tasha, because Wendy was doing whatever she's doing, but Wendy would always go, I heard, or allegedly, or whatever. This is going to be interesting. And a lot of people are saying, and you guys can chime in, also, a lot of people are saying that it's going to set a precedence on how we as content creators will be able to do commentary and do our videos or whatever. And like I said, the pushback for me is I'm not making up anything. It's okay if Tasha would have said, in my opinion, da 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 da. Tasha allegedly was putting things out about Cardi's blood and this and that and the other to kind of say it to where YouTube likes it, to the point where she was making things up. And so now Cardi is like, listen, I had thoughts of not being here anymore, and this really affected me. And I tried to reach out to her and say, hey, let's work this out. This looks bad on Tasha to me.
Well, it looks bad on Tasha because Cardi has some really good lawyers that prepared her to be an actress taking a stand. That bitch was not I won't say visionary platform, but that chick was not about, and I like Cardi B music, but let me ask you this, honey. Was you trying to commit suicide after WAP or before?
Ooh, after.
No, it was before, because she because it came out. These accusations with her and Tasha K came out before WAP dropped, because she said it and it was probably before she had her first child, or right after her first child. Because that's when people were saying, oh, you kiss your baby and you got this, whatever. Now, we don't know. Now, the court is what it came out to us saying that, no, she don't have herpes or HPV. No. The fact is that we don't know if she have it or not.
Right.
The court is, so the fact is that we don't, when you're dealing with lawyers, it's not about who's right and who's wrong. It's about whose story is more convincing, right? And how are they spinning it? So you got to understand, and talking about something, you were depressed. No, you were not, because you were still making movies. You were still touring. And I remember her being filmed. You know how they do behind the scenes when you touring? That she was like, oh my God, my vagina hurt, it's burning or some mess. It must be this Dove soap. No, it's your dirty husband.
Yep, that's what they said.
So, I don't think that whatever information Tasha K had, I don't think it was false. However, if but you didn't have proof. You did not have. So when you say somebody has something, you don't have their medical records. And if you did, that's a HIPAA violation. So you are saying something that would be making up something because you don't have proof. So you see, so it is a lie because you cannot prove it. However, that doesn't mean that she does not have it or never did have it. So, you
Yeah.
know,
They say that to your point, you can tell that Cardi's lawyers definitely prepped her for the moment. From what I understand, Tasha K is behaving like, are you kidding me right now? And a lot of the debate is, will Tasha K come out of this? If she loses, will she come out of this better for it? Or will this hurt her brand? And I think Tasha is of the mindset, all press is good press. It don't matter. She's gained so many subscribers behind this.
she reached 1 million, but like you said in the beginning, is YouTube or social media going to start pulling out rules and regulations of what we can and cannot say about celebrities? Tasha K made her money.
Yep.
If you notice, Tasha K built a website where you could join for a membership. So if
Yes.
YouTube takes her off, she's still going to be making millions from her website.
Yep.
So whatever, so because Cardi B is going to win this case, but what Tasha K did is harming the rest of us content creators, and it's kind of selfish that you were being reckless and unprofessional, right?
Yeah.
You're worse than Wendy, because I don't think Wendy was never dragged in court like this. So what you did, you're hurting other content creators monies, Black content creators, especially the ones that talk about celebrity, because on YouTube, if you talk about celebrity gossip, entertainment makes the most money.
Yep.
If you talk about talk about relationships, they make money too. So, and then politics, they already put censorship on politics. Every time I do a video on Kamala or Joe Biden, it takes forever for it to be monetized. So now with this, I was going to commit suicide. So now basically what Cardi B is doing is setting it up for us regular folk to have censorship on how we talk about them, even though you want to put out music about your vagina.
Right. No, but that's okay though. That's
Right.
okay. It's like, yeah, you could talk about all of that.
I want to give my perspective.
Go ahead.
Again, these are like really, I have to like really be careful. Okay, so Melissa, I just sent you an email, right? Like, I met Cardi B. I met her in Vegas before she got as big as she did. That picture that email I just sent you is a picture that I actually took of Cardi when my cousin did Cardi B's makeup when
Okay.
she had residency in Las Vegas.
Okay, I see
Okay,
it.
so my thing is, when it comes to mental illness, it's not, or going through depression, it's not my place to judge when somebody have said they
Mm-hmm.
have experienced that, because I know for myself, as a person that have dealt with that, you can still get up and go to work and do things and work a job and do anything you want to do and still be in that state.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, and soon as this incident happened, when my friend realized that who Tasha K interviewed, and she dragged her the same way, I got
Mm.
the phone call from my said friend that said, calm as a bee, right? You know how she did me when she you know when she interviewed me, because my friend was exposing a lot of things about the industry.
Okay.
And but when you are lying, when you are flat out lying, or you cannot prove, you can't say what you want to say, because there's a
Right.
thing called defamation of character and slander, and that's why she's getting ready to lose this case right now. And when you admittedly open up in court and say that you lied, you
She did
said
say
things
that.
that were not true, and you
Yeah.
don't have receipts to back them up, I don't care. It's not what you believe, it's what you can prove.
Right.
And she cannot prove the things that she said, and she knew she even said some things she even made up.
Well, she
So if
said
you
it in court that
yeah,
she realized she says things and makes things up and puts things out that she knows isn't true or whatever. I mean, everybody's watching this case. Everyone's watching it to see what the results are going to be. What I didn't think about for some strange reason, I don't know why my mind didn't go to this, but now the conversation is, okay, is YouTube liable now? Because what did Cardi ask YouTube? Like, hey, make her take these videos down. This is not true. This is what's happening, that type of thing. So now can Cardi go after YouTube, and or is that more reason for YouTube to go after Tasha K? Because a lot of people are thinking that maybe Tasha will lose her channel. But I don't know
Yeah,
about that.
it's a possibility because if YouTube, of course, benefited off of a big content creator like Tasha K, who made a lot of money off of Cardi B's video. I think she had like 25, 26 videos alone just about Cardi B, and YouTube benefited off of that too. So is it possible that depending on, yeah, listen, because I know Cardi is gonna come for the juggler. She's coming, like the money that she's coming for, Tasha K don't have. Tasha K got some money, but she ain't got that kind of money.
Yeah.
And she'd be lucky if she, walk away, and she's gonna have to pay Cardi's legal fees plus, and if it's true, allegedly what they saying is who's backing Tasha K's attorneys. I don't know. It's alleged that that other rapper uh
Okay. Okay.
her and Cardi don't get along or whatever,
Yeah.
they
Yeah. Yeah.
fight or whatever. I don't know how true that is, but I do know that look, Tasha K have built her platform basically off of a whole lot of untruth, and we living in America where we got the First Amendment, freedom of speech or whatever, but we still can't say what everything we want to say just because we think we can say it, because there's a thing called you have to be held accountable for the things that you say, and if you cannot prove this and you are slandering a person, and first of all, saying something like that, even if it was true, just say if it was true about the medical conditions that she said Cardi had, and
Mm-hmm.
you exposing this woman, and that's against fight and HIPAA laws. So now you breaking that, right? So for
It's a
me,
lot.
and listen, and I'm not a Cardi B fan, cheerleader, whatever. I don't, particularly care for the music and how she portrays herself as well. And she done did some shit too. Okay. But she ain't paid for hers yet. Her day ain't came. Her karma ain't came. This
Yeah.
is this is Tasha K's. And you have to, and this case is definitely going to set the precedent for content creators as to, if you want to talk about celebrities and don't know what the you talking about and can't come with the receipts, you are absolutely going to listen. Celebrities are in the background now, just waiting on this to be over, because they talking to each other on the phone already. I told you,
Yeah.
Tasha K. Tasha K interviewed my friend, right? And I got the call like, "Oh, this be getting that karma back. See, she ain't gonna be able to, how she did me. She ain't gonna be able to, she lucky I didn't come after her for the lie. She blah 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 blah." They waiting. So
Well,
content creators gonna definitely have to be
But
careful
this
about
is
what
the
they say
thing,
about
though.
celebrities that don't have the receipts to prove it. This
True,
case
but
is gonna be
this
profound for that.
but this
go
is the
ahead,
thing. Like last summer, when Judge Joe Brown was on Kwame platform, and he went viral several times because he was like, Cardi B a hoe, Lizzo a fat hoe. So it's, but it's like, when, so okay, so now if we call him a hoe or saying that you overweight and you look disgusting, which Lizzo did look disgusting, moonshining and twerking in front of kids at the basketball game
Can't
with her
stand.
bare ass out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, so what, we're going to get a strike, or we're going to get our channel taken, or we're going to
No,
get a cease and desist? Because if we criticize celebrities, and that this is what Cardi B is setting up, she is not innocent.
I
Now,
think that's a opinion or a view. I don't think, what I'm saying, you can say that, and that's your opinion or
no, if
view of a
you say, if
person.
I call you a hoe, if I say you are a slut, so just like Cardi B, Tasha K called Cardi B names too. Even though Cardi B admitted to drugging men, to get money from them and stuff like that. So I'm just saying, how far, because Tasha K is going to lose this case. But what are the repercussions, that the
right.
effects that we're going to feel? Because YouTube is already strict. Every month they're coming out with
With
new
something else.
guidelines.
Something else.
I just want to say too, they're already making restrictions on even how people react to other content creators' videos, right?
Yes.
They're already doing that. So it's just going to be more strict to the point where content creators are, and I'm not against this because I feel like if you're going to call yourself a content creator, then create. Don't use somebody else's content
Yes.
to build you. I'm gonna just use that, period. And
Right.
y'all can take that how y'all want. But it's just going to make content creators have to they're going to be forced to be more creative, like literally
Yeah.
get in your creativity bag
Yeah.
and create content. Don't use somebody's clip and spend an hour and a half talking about somebody else's clip.
I've seen some that don't even, they just use the clip and then pan to black. And I'm like, you're not even going to give commentary?
Yeah.
Well, let's be
That
real.
done for me. Somebody took my clip.
Let's be
Didn't
real.
do no
Tasha K.
commentary, and they got, and it was monetized. But then I had to, I sent it as a copy strike. That, and no, matter of fact, I gave them the courtesy. I emailed them saying, "Hey, can you take down my video because you didn't ask?" Bad. They didn't even say in the description, "Oh, this is the real Dana. Go to the real Dana." If they would have put my channel in the description, I would have left it alone. But they didn't even do that. So I emailed them, "Can you take it down? Okay, or can you send us the link?" Send them. Never took it down. And then I gave them a YouTube strike.
Yeah.
Right. I was getting ready to say, Dana, now just literally being disrespectful in that way, not one to give the original content creator a hashtag or a ad or a credit for where you got the video from or the thumbnail or whatever it is that you're using. I agree with you in that aspect. But
You put up
Tasha
my
K,
clip with no commentary and slap your logo on it. Are you
right,
crazy?
No.
right. But Tasha K is infamous for giving other people strikes when they say stuff about her that she don't like. But then look what she turned around to do.
Oh,
So it's like
is it what
I
she
call it.
don't like or using her video?
No,
I heard
when
she
they
doesn't
talk
like
about
you to
her,
put,
she
yeah. I
yeah,
heard she
like
don't want you to put her name in the title.
yeah,
Don't use her
Mm,
content. Like she could dish it, but allegedly she can't take it. From
can't
what I understand,
exactly.
right.
I never reacted
If
to her or
y'all don't
anything.
see narcissist written all over Tasha K, like she exemplifies a narcissist personality of person.
And you
Like,
know that
do you
black,
see her behavior in court? Like she's not listening to the attorney. She's not doing anything that they told her to do. She's still walking up in there happy-go-lucky, like she ain't got a care in the world. The way she talking, carrying herself, the things that she's doing, her behavior in court. That is a narcissistic personality.
now also YouTube, it came out that they don't, us black content creators, we don't get paid the same as white counterparts, content creators, or anybody
Wow.
else. We don't. Now, and it already came out with TikTok. Do not pay the
Yeah.
black content creators on TikTok nowhere
Yeah, I
near the white
heard
ones.
that.
And it's
I
the
I
heard
white
heard.
ones that be stealing all of the black content creators'
Yes.
creativity. But my thing is, especially this is focused on TikTok just real briefly. Those black content creators on TikTok need to completely boycott TikTok because Forbes had listed the top 20 or 100 content creators
I
on
just saw
TikTok,
that.
and nobody was black apparently.
It was like 2 at number 6 and 7, and 2 I had never even heard before, and then it just went downhill from there. But
And
yeah,
they're not even getting paid. And
nope.
then I heard the black content creators were complaining to TikTok, but it's like, how about you just take all of your material off TikTok and tell all the black people that follow you, and just everybody, black, white, don't matter, follow you, stop following TikTok.
You know they ain't gonna do that. Black
But
folk ain't
I
gonna
was
be
just
together when it come to nothing. When it comes
and
to any kind of boycott, they
but
ain't gonna
but
do
that's
it.
the
and
problem, because if you don't boycott, then you're going to get paid pennies. If you boycott and tell your followers to boycott, TikTok is going to pay you what you're worth.
so
Yeah.
Dana, it's a harsh reality. People in my generation, any money is good money. Okay, so
Yep.
even though they're not getting paid equally, it's the fact that they're getting paid and they're flexing about it. It's a flex.
Yep.
I'm getting paid, right? It don't matter. They're not getting paid equally. They don't care. They just want to say I'm getting paid from TikTok. I'm a TikTok creator. I'm an Instagrammer, influencer. I'm an Instagram influencer. I'm an influencer. They just want the title.
Yeah.
Because titles is is literally what gets you seen. And that's it's a really unfortunate quality of like characteristic, I would say, of my generation is we're no longer fighting for like what's right and what's just. It's I've made it. That's all that matters. I don't really care about the people that come behind me. As long as I got my money, even if it's just pennies, I'm good. We are a very selfish generation. Like, I'm just gonna be very frank.
I had a conversation with somebody talking about that, and it reminded me of, surprisingly, that the conversation that Monique had with Whoopi Goldberg. And Whoopi Goldberg's been in the industry a long time, and the conversation that she said that really got her is when Whoopi said to her, basically, just don't worry about the ones coming behind you, just worry about you. I thought that, like, that right there, and I said, she really said that, like, wow. Like, wow, Whoopi, that's what we doing. She was like, girl, worry about yourself, don't worry about the people that's coming behind you. Because Monique always said, I'm worried about the little black girl that's coming behind me. So that showed, that her sense of integrity with that. And she said, Whoopi told her, girl, don't worry about that, you better worry about you.
Wow.
So what we doing?
And then not Oprah, Whoopi tell Monique, oh, you shouldn't have your husband speak for you. Like,
which I think, I'm like, y'all, come on, that's that woman's husband, and that man has a lot to do with her career. He was managing it. He said, I'm not gonna let these people take this money from you no more, like, by you paying them these high percentages. I'm gonna be in these meetings with you to make sure you're getting treated fairly. I didn't even understand the black women that was coming at her like, oh, like, this is her husband, y'all, that is trying to protect his wife, trying to protect their legacy and their generational wealth. Like, what we doing? I'm like, oh my God. Like, the women that were coming at her was like black women. And I'm like, oh my God, really? Like, y'all want her to, your husband is the problem. Yeah, like, that man was in the room making deals for her when the white counterparts was telling her, that's okay, Monique, we'll get them next time. When the hell is it ever gonna be a next time?
Exactly.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
So no, I don't buy that at all. He's like, no, you're gonna pay her work or we walking. Period, point blank, and the explanation point.
That's it. Yeah.
So we all can agree that Tasha probably is going to lose this case. Like I said, I'm listening to a few people that were actually in the court, and they're saying that Tasha's behaving very strange. Almost like she wasn't coached, almost like she's not listening to her lawyers. Very matter of fact, coming in the courtroom, waving at everybody. But when I think yesterday or the day before she took the stand, and they're saying she's fumbling over her words, very docile, unprepared. But then also allegedly she was playing this trick where they would ask her, "Is the sun yellow?" so to speak. They'd ask her a question, and instead of answering the question directly, she'd go, "I like potato chips," and she did it so much and there's a term for that. I don't know the legal term, but anyway, she did it so much that the lawyer said, "If you do that again," or the judge said, like, "Stop doing that. Like, you can't keep avoiding the questions or whatever." And so she's also, besides whatever evidence that they have, because allegedly Cardi has over 1,000, what is it called? Like, evidence when they put it in discovery.
Oh, discovery.
This discovery evidence or whatever. Items, and they're only on like item 100 and something. So she's playing videos from content creators. So yeah, it's just gonna be something to watch, and also see, like how Dana said, what's going to be the precedence after this, because we all know, like, when I was covering, I don't even want to say the names, but any crime on a black man, dealing with any of that, YouTube, like, nope, limited ads. And I'm like, I didn't say anything, but this is news, so we're talking about it. So like you said, it's every day, it's just something new where they're like, oh, no ads because of this, that, and the other. So I don't know what's going to happen. Because we still should have an opinion. If I think she's ugly, I should be able to say she ugly.
Oh
She fat.
yes,
She fat.
yeah. I think that because that's your opinion, right, and your view
Mhm.
of her or things. But I'm saying when you literally calling someone a name, I mean, saying they have a STD, like
Right.
you know, what I mean, and like you don't have receipts, and that's a whole different ball game that we're talking about. But listen, Cardi B has so many receipts of where she tried to get along.
Yeah.
She DM'd her. She's like, I'm a mother, we're mothers, let's not do this.
Yeah.
Whether she was on BS or not, let's just be real, she got
Yeah.
her receipts. She was like, can we settle this? Let's settle this. What do you want? What I can offer you, and
Right.
then when she was asking her to take the videos down, Tasha K was saying, "Pay me." That's a form of extortion right there. Like
Yes.
what would like
Well,
like
if she
like
asked
Tasha was
her,
burying herself
wait, but
with
you just said if Cardi B asked her, "What can I do for you to take the video down?" And if
She said,
Tasha,
baby.
yeah, so that's not extortion because
no
you
no no
asked
no
me,
no
"What
no
can I do
no.
for you?"
I mean she was saying, how can we settle this? Not what can I do for
Well,
you. She
same
said,
thing. Okay, how can we settle it? Well, pay
Baby.
me because my video is monetized and that's how I make my money. So if I take it down, I'm losing my monetization. Are you going to pay me the money that I made off this video taking it down? If that's the case, then
but
I'll take
but
it down.
but in the court of law it's different. It don't work
Mhm.
in the court of law. If
They don't
Cardi
care
B
about
is saying,
monetization,
right,
right?
Cardi B is saying,
No,
can
but
we just get along? But Tasha K is saying, pay me to get along. Who
what
they
did but
looking at?
if Cardi B said, "What can I do?"
Yeah.
We don't have the
I
we
may be
don't have the transcript.
paraphrasing. I may be paraphrasing
Right, but
Yeah.
saying, but
that's what I'm saying. Everyone is
yeah.
paraphrasing because nobody has the transcripts of what is said verbatim in that courtroom.
No, the
It's
Nope.
lady
closed
on the
doors.
lead attorney that was in the courtroom read parts of the transcript that she took notes, and
What
she
part?
said the parts where Cardi B was in her DM saying, "Hey, you need to stop this. We are both mothers. Can we just call a truce and leave this alone?" And then Tasha K comes back with
Pay
uh
me.
calling her calling her herpes B or herpy B, like,
Oh,
Yeah,
like Cardi
but
B.
again, but
and she told her to pay me. If you want me to
right,
take
but
it
at the
down,
same
pay
time, that
me.
guy is a reporter. So are you taking shorthand? Because you're not the stenotyper, so you don't have word from word on
No,
what
not
it is.
word for word verbatim,
But what I'm saying is,
but I was just saying what she said.
but you also indicated that Cardi B in the DM. Why would you even DM her and not have your lawyer go after her? And how do I know that that's really Cardi B messaging me? And if
But
That's
and
true.
for Tasha K to just say, "Oh, you herpy bitch," that means Cardi B called her name. Cardi B does. She flip it with the mouth. She's from the Bronx. These
Right.
people from the Bronx.
She's Tamar 2.0. Throw
well,
rocks, hide
the
your hand.
Yeah,
difference
like
is,
I'm
Dana, whatever's being proven in the court of law,
Mhm.
Cardi B's winning.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That
she's
is, it's
winning, but what
not
I'm
what you
saying is
believe, it's what you can
nobody.
prove.
But what I'm saying is nobody knows exactly. We don't have the transcripts because it's closed door. That's secondhand. He's in there. He's a reporter, but you're not writing everything down. You're summarizing it.
Yeah.
Of course, I understand what you're saying, but like I said, at the end of the day, I'm telling you, Cardi B is winning. So it must count for
Yeah.
something. She
Yeah.
got more receipts. I think that she was trying to make peace than Tasha K with her toxicity. That's the difference. The
Yeah.
difference in the receipts.
To wrap it up, I think to Dana's point, um, I think what's really getting Tasha K is the fact that number one, she admitted that she does put things out allegedly. She admitted on the stand twice because, and then they asked her, "Do you put things out that you know is not true?" The other part about that is, I don't think that not working with someone in the sense of not making a deal with Cardi is not illegal. Like she doesn't have to um play and appease Cardi. But I think what sealed the deal was when they played in court a few things. A lot of the videos, evidence that they have Tasha K literally, allegedly wiping her behind, not literally, but saying, you know what, I wiped my behind with cease and desist. And then coming around and saying, they played the Jessie Wu interview that she did, and Jessie Wu was saying, hey, when I do stuff online or whatever, I'm not malicious. I don't do it with malicious intent. Tasha K said, I do. So there's a lot of things that is, I think that it's feeding
Against
into
her.
the defamation. That's what I'm saying. The intent to defame.
Yeah, they're characterizing her as being malicious, and they're doing
Yes.
a good job at doing that because
Yes.
because people like Jessie Wu, like, you're a liar. You do things to be malicious. Like, anytime celebrity gossip is being malicious, you're not being nice. You're not
No.
going up there saying, "Oh,
No.
you're praising a celebrity." Cardi B, and I'm gonna say this about Cardi B because she's not innocent. She just has better lawyers that's proving her case. She had this second baby so that she could delay her other trial, but that gang stuff, or no, I think it's the strippers that's suing her. So
and I think one of the strippers are one of the people that
Tasha
started
K
this
the
whole thing.
information. Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one that started this whole thing. So
that star lady.
No, but she was an old roommate. I'm talking about the strippers that Cardi B was fighting in the club over her husband.
Oh, I thought
they're suing her. She has to go to court for that. But that was delayed because she just had her baby last year.
Yeah.
But you knew that court date was coming up, so you got pregnant out of conveniency. See, she's not stupid.
You really think she got pregnant out of convenience?
Yeah.
No, Cardi is not stupid at all.
When I tell y'all, when I say YouTube, social media, all this celebrity stuff is so fake. People, this is the thing. When you know the hammer's about to come down, and you can look at the White House with this, what do you do to create a distraction? You create chaos, or you do something as a distraction. So, and then it's just so
Dana,
funny
to literally say, okay, the case is coming up around this time, so let's plan this pregnancy. I'm gonna be ovulate. Oh, come on, that's a bit. But
Dana, Dana, hold on,
Wait,
Dana.
1 second, Lauren. 1 second. You mean to tell me women don't intentionally get pregnant to trap their husband so they could get alimony and child support?
You said for the case, though. You didn't say to trap the husband. That's two
Right,
different things. Dana, come on now. I think that's
hold on.
disingenuous right
Hold
there.
on. I think you're giving Cardi B way too much power, because I don't think she thinks like her brain is all the way there to even come up with devise a plan.
Like, do you know how much planning that would take? That
Cardi B already ain't all the way there. So if you think she's sitting up here like Pinky in the brain, like if you think she's sitting up here like Pinky in the brain talking about what can we do, I guarantee you a baby is the last on her list.
Wag the dog. That's what I was thinking. Look at the banner.
Yeah, nah, she didn't plan her. Right. She didn't plan her pregnancy around no case. I think she know that even her lawyers probably didn't told her what her chances are of winning that case. She's probably just gonna take her loss, lick her wounds, and go on somewhere. I mean, because she gonna win this case, so whatever money she get from this, she can pay off whatever from that one.
And we all know, truthfully, the game is who has the better lawyers. Point blank, period.
Right.
So,
it don't even, that's true.
That really is what.
But Melissa, why would Tasha K hire criminal attorneys to handle a civil case? That was really a good point that the lead attorney said today. I was like, wait, I thought she had civil attorneys. Like, why would you?
Exhibits. Thank you, Chief Rocka. Thank you. Exhibits. Jeez. When we were talking about the little evidence thing. Anyway, where'd Dana go?
What's your opinion on that, Melissa? What's your opinion on like would you hire a criminal attorney to handle a civil case?
No, I would not. I'm gonna add you, Dana, but I don't know if you dropped off yourself.
And here's the thing.
No, you keep adding me and dropping me, but yeah, because I have to go out and come back in.
Here's the thing, Patrice. Now, Tyler Perry is a very bad script writer, and even in his little sitcom Sisters, she even said, I'm not a criminal attorney, but I can find you one.
Yeah.
Like,
that's hard.
But look, let me end on this note. Bad means good or bad?
What?
You say he's a bad script writer. Bad, good? Like, oh, that man bad?
No, he's terrible. It's a terrible.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
He's not.
We'll save it for next Friday. We'll save it for next Friday because you know what?
He's owning. And we could talk about it, but I think he's literally if he hasn't already, he owns BET. If I see another show come on BET, produced, directed, played by Tyler Perry, I'ma scream.
Wow, that's a good point. I never thought about that.
Can we get back to the old BET? But we can talk about that on the next show.
Because